right. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey. So this is going to be today's topic. No, it's not. It's a bonus message. Forgive me. Bonus general messages are the ones where I start out with an anecdote, something real that happened pertaining to my dog. But what I was actually thinking about first is I want to say thank you, everybody, so much for who joined me yesterday. We went live, did free reads for subscribers. You guys were awesome. It was so nice to connect with everybody. So thank you again. And if you missed out, please know we'll do it again another time. But yeah, so we went live for an hour. 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on this channel, and then at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tarot Dog, my other channel. And so, yeah, it was really nice. It was really great to talk to everybody. So now let's get into this, shall we? Now we start the bonus messages with kind of like a message of inspiration, usually pertaining to some anecdote, something real that happened with my dog. Aries, I didn't know it, but he must have gotten his little choppers onto something foul because he had a very upset tum last night. So it meant there was no sleep in the house. It's been a long 48 hours. As today winds down, I feel like for 2 days, I'm kind of like coasting on just a few hours of sleep. But anyway, he's good. And in fact, he was quite chipper. Dogs are so funny. It's like they a little iron gut, even though his gut says, I don't like this. And he doesn't mind. It's just, we got to go outside an awful lot. So anyway, we've got the marriage card. We start out, whatever this message is, doesn't sound like somebody who's got an upset tum at all. It sounds like, unless somebody's nervous at the idea of marriage and they're like, oh my gosh, like the jitters at the concept of marriage. Whew. Okay, so we actually do have endings. We have the coffin here. Well, this is starting to look like someone who doesn't have a very good opinion of marriage, wedding. Oh no, we have false person. So please remember, I'm a fictional storyteller, not a psychic. So my stories are always going to be about a character and whatever they're going through. And we get to observe them. And, it's kind of fun because we get to say, how would I handle things different if I were in their shoes, right? But I'm going to tell you right now, this could be a messy story. So grab your popcorn. Let's get into this. Because we have somebody that once upon a time, they thought it was a perfect match. And now that perfect match is coming to an ending because it looks like they were dealing with somebody so more in love with themselves than they could have ever been with our masculine here. So this could be a divine masculine who, once upon a time, they're like, oh, I'm so crazy in love with this feminine. By the way, I don't read for genders. So please know this could be same-sex couples, reverse roles, doesn't matter. It simply is, I'll try to go with what we see on the cards to roll the story forward, right? So I'm going to say the false person has a feminine on it. I think that this masculine has realized that they married like the femme fatale, I'm thinking of, oh gosh, the Elvis song, but you're the devil in disguise. I once thought I was in heaven, but I was sure surprised. Heaven help me, I didn't see the devil in your eyes. Those lyrics are in my head on that card. She was very selfish, completely in love with her own self-image, to the point where I think everybody else was just an accessory. Maybe she liked at that moment in time posting pictures of herself in like this really loving romantic. You notice how this is even a little bit larger than life, right? It's like, oh, I'm so blissfully happy. But even then it was like, everybody look at me, see how I'm glowing, because obviously this is me being blissfully happy. See how great I am in a relationship. See me, see me, see me. It feels like, and I think he thought, this is wonderful. This person, shows me that I'm making her so happy. Look at all the pictures she wants to take of us. That's an odd thing to think that it could have been, well, I want the pictures to be about how good I look in love. I want to post so everyone can comment on what a lovely, bride I am, or what a lovely, I feel like this person tries on relationships like we try on clothes, like, oh, I'm going to look good in this. Everybody's going to want to turn and watch me if I walk around like this for a while. I feel like, hey, these are fictional stories, right? But I think that's very relatable, and it goes both ways. Ladies can be that way. Guys can be that way. It's all about like, I decided now I want to do the marriage thing the same way I would want to wear some new fancy dress. Well, they have discovered she's a false person. And maybe they're sick over it. I talked about the inspiration for this is that my dog was up all night, not with a happy tummy, but at the end of it all, he was having a great time because we kept going outside a ton and going on all these extra walks in the wee hours of the night, in the early mornings. So we have a King of Swords and we have a Three of Wands. So we're going to name this character. We're going to say he's the King of Wands. So he could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What's interesting is that he has come to an absolute conclusion. And if you notice, his crown chakra is open. We've got that huge beam of light. It's as if he woke up from a really, really crappy dream and now everything is illuminated and it's so clear to him. He knows that he was married to a false person. And I'm going to say married because we started with the marriage card. He is so incredibly aware that, and we could call it his karmic, but I think we'll just call her the false person that he was with. But his crown chakra is wide open. He's aware from his higher perspective exactly what was going on. And he's almost immediately thinking about some woman in red far away on a distant shore. Someone that he either hopes to meet in his future. She could be a dream woman. She could be like, someday I want somebody different. I want to have the kind of love I thought I was going to have, even though it turned out to be false. Or they could be thinking of a particular woman off, on distant shores from them. Let's talk about King of Swords. Who is she? Who's the woman in red? The lady in red. Is she dancing with you? Is that Krista Berg? Love that song, Lady in Red. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. I said, who is she? Seven of Pentacles is about growth. She could be an earth sign, but it's usually about growth and time. We have an Ace of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Magician. No, I think that this is who maybe they misunderstood, or maybe this was somebody that they knew from a long time ago. I don't think so. This doesn't look like past. This looks like who they are going to be growing to be prepared to be with at some point in the future. But with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it says they had no idea what they were really looking for. They do now, though. This looks like a King of Swords is definitely getting a divorce from a very false person. But instead of them being bitter and saying, I don't trust those ladies, I don't trust those guys, I don't trust humans, they're saying, no, up ahead, on down the road, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for a while, but I will be ready for somebody wonderful. And I believe there's somebody wonderful. I don't know who they are. I haven't talked to them yet. I don't know where they are. But I already know that there's somebody I should be manifesting. There's whoever the lady in red is, I think she's their dream. She's the person that they thought they were getting when they married the wrong one. Let me ask, King of Swords, why did you marry the wrong one? What happens? I mean, obviously, she must have put on a pretty good facade, right? Ooh, Queen of Cups, the devil. What did I say? Devil in disguise. Knight of Pentacles. They said she was so loving. How did I end up with the wrong one? Because she came across as super giving. And in fact, it was all a manipulation tactic. And I could only see the tip of the iceberg. There was like, this is the iceberg that sinks the Titanic, right? It looks little on the surface and it's not. It's huge. And, it took a long time for the depth of her intrigue or drama, her toxicity, to really show up to where they could see it. It took a long time for them to be able to see it. So she put up a good front for sure. King of Swords, it looks like you're already done with her. You've already moved on and you're already starting to manifest your future. What's your thought process, King of Swords? Let's take a look. Tower in the reverse, what does that represent? Because that would say, I'm still not free. I'm still kind of stuck. Eight of Wands in the reverse. And then we've got the Eight of Swords upright. They're very stuck. There's no forward motion right now. There's no moving on. They're very, very, very stuck. Okay. So what does that mean? Is this a difficult divorce? Eight of Cups. Boy, a lot of eights, right? taking a really long time to walk away from this. Then why are you already thinking about manifesting the lady in red? Why are you already thinking about that? Six of Swords. Well, I got to have something happy to look forward to. I got to have a good idea in my mind of where I'm going. I have to have a plan, a goal. A 10 of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles. Ooh, 7 of Swords. And you see that they would be looking back over their shoulder at, the kind of false place they've been. A 9 of Pentacles and the Temperance. I said, why are you looking at the, trying to manifest the Lady of Red already if you are nowhere near done? And they're saying, because I am like in my soul, in my spirit, I am definitely already done with this. And I keep thinking, again, here we have Lady in Red. I'm imagining and envisioning what kind of a life I'd like to have, who I'd like to be. I don't even want to be a King of Swords. I want to be a King of Pentacles. You know what it is? And I think this is an important and interesting note. Because this person has been with such a fake, they are now so hungry for something so real. And they themselves, they want to give like real love. They want to have everything they didn't have, a genuine connection, genuine, they want to give wholeheartedly. Lots of times when somebody gets hurt, they go, I'm not giving to anybody. I'm bitter. This King of Swords says, I'm not bitter. I can't wait to really be done with this situation. All of my focus is on having the real deal at some point in time, because I know all too well, I'll know the difference between a fake versus, something authentic. Somebody, one of their key components is when I meet somebody, my lady in red, who's the real deal, she'll be intuitive, and she'll also be somebody that's already very self-possessed. They want somebody that really has like a certain amount of contentedness, somebody who knows how to give to themselves, somebody who knows, like not somebody who's going to even necessarily try to persuade them by giving them too much. A queen, or excuse me, a 9 of Pentacles person has a lot of self-worth. They don't need to snag somebody by bending over backwards and trying to allure them. I want to be careful how I say this, because on one hand, it's very nice to get to know someone, care about them, and be like, oh, I want to bake them their favorite, whatever, cookies, or I want to do sweet things for them. I think that was the tactic, though, that false Queen of Cups used. They lured them in with like honey sweet, I'm going to give you everything you ever dreamed of. And I think what they're realizing is that's a big red flag for them now. The lady in red, the one that they're looking for, is somebody that will be really self-possessed, probably won't be too concerned about whether or not she's dragging somebody toward her. Like, I wonder if that false Queen of Cups maybe wanted everybody to think the best of her all the time, when really it was all just about her image, right? We've already established that with the false person card. They would rather have somebody that's a little bit gritty, a little bit, like, oh, this is who I am, take it or leave it. Somebody that they know is the same face publicly that they are privately, somebody that is straightforward. It's like, some people are going to freaking hate me. It's just how it goes. No skin off my back. I know who I am. I know my worth. I listen to my own intuition. I think for myself. That is who they're picturing themselves with. They want something real. I think it's because nothing was true with that previous deceptive individual that they were with. So they now know, what I want is somebody who's straightforward, who's true, somebody that doesn't put on airs, somebody that isn't all about their, I think they're looking for somebody older too. You notice she's this gorgeous woman, and she's got this incredible, like, I wouldn't even call it gray hair. It's almost like like platinum. It's like, it's white, it's snowy, it's gorgeous. And then she's got kind of like some dark tresses, underneath. Maybe somebody dyes their hair white, but I feel like this is supposed to indicate a very wise individual. She may be somebody, I think they're suddenly attracted to older, more mature people. And it could be that they're older and more mature. This person looks like, like if you read any of the old Regency romance books, the English, romances is like a chit of a girl, and her coming out in London, kind of 1800s era of the way the London ton, the society was. But they seem to be more mature now as well. And I wonder if their whole taste has shifted. They're a mature man who wants a mature woman, or whatever gender. The bottom line is, I don't even think they're attracted to younger people anymore. And once upon a time, they might have been very drawn to somebody who looked super youthful, you know, and now they're like, what it what it takes to defy the aging process is a lot of work. And honestly, I don't care. I think it's beautiful, to see people in their own element as who they are. That's no shade at anyone who takes good care of themselves. Obviously, she does as well. Look at her, she's gorgeous. But I just think that this masculine is not interested in people that are not in, I think, I want to say, not in the age bracket that he used to date from. I think that's one thing. He's older, his taste has changed, and I think he's more attracted to older women, maybe even women that are older than himself at this point. Tell me about that Magician card. We've got the Fool and we've got the Tower in the reverse. I gotta say, I keep thinking that this particular masculine is like, I don't want to forget the lessons that I learned. I ended up with somebody that was a false person. That was the most eye-opening experience I could have had. That is valuable. Now I know how to manifest better. I want to manifest, take a leap of faith forward, but I definitely don't want to forget the lessons of the past. And I think I would say that this divine masculine is probably in such a much stronger persona at this point. I feel like they really know themselves well. Okay, so let me just get one card about who is she then. Who is she? We have an Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Well, she's in a place where she's arrived. She doesn't have to do any more big work on herself. She's good. She's solid. She's in the present moment. She doesn't have a ton of stuff that she still has to figure out about who she is. She's arrived. We have the Sun. We have the action of Pentacles. So we have a lot of beautiful, bright energy here. Happy. She's happy. She's solid. She's done something new in her life. She's at a great sense of peace, but I feel like she's kind of started her life over and feels more self-secure, I think, than ever before. Like if she thinks about her life, she goes, oh, there's still more things I'm looking forward to adding into my life, but do I need to overhaul everything? No, because I already just did that. I'm in a really great place. I'm really happy with who I am. What's she going to think of them? Because I feel like she could meet them today, and if it works, it'll work for her. They said, I'm hoping to meet her sometime down the road in the future. Wow, we have a Two of Cups. And it's funny, we shouldn't have had this card in here, but it is. I gotta say, I think that this is going to be a perfect match. We have a huge offer of love. We have two souls meeting each other. I really feel like this is a strong connection between two individuals that are going to have a perfect resonance together. They're going to be in harmony. They're going to really feel each other's vibration. I do feel like they are quite a bit older, quite a bit more mature age. Now we see two feminines looking across from each other. Maybe this is like in a past life, maybe they were same-sex couple. It doesn't have to be, but we do see like this very like, I recognize you, you recognize me. I feel like there's going to be, even without having to say things, they're going to understand we got something special, don't we? I feel like that's going to be a very obvious sense of awareness. And for them, will they know her when they come across her? Because I keep feeling like this is not very far down the road. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. They're instantly going to be like, she ain't nothing like that toxic Queen of Cups. Holy smokes. We have the Temperance in the reverse. And we have the Wheel of Fortune upright. That's beautiful. And the Messenger of Swords. They will know her in a second. The first thing they'll think of is, how did I not meet her? Why? I already knew that I had ended up marrying a false person. I'm aware of that. But when I meet her, I feel like they're going to say to themselves, how could I have ever tolerated so many years or so long being married to a false person when this seems so obvious now, meeting this new individual. She could be a Leo, by the way, but meeting my woman in red, it's I just wonder, how did I ever tolerate, being with the wrong person for so long when it's so obvious to me now where I belong. I feel like they're very interested in getting to know her better, getting to know everything about her, where she comes from, maybe her star sign. We do have constellations there. I feel like this is somebody with a real genuine sweet smile and a very sharp wit. She could be into astrology, astronomy, maps, travel, um, kind of all things celestial. We've got books and writing here. I feel like she's very intelligent and very different about the things that she cares about and talks about. And I think that I'm going to be very interested to learn more about who the woman in red is. Man, is she everything? Instantly, they know she is so different than the person that they met before. All right, I'm going to leave that one there. That was a little different. I haven't had that storyline pop up before. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. Thanks so much for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I'll see you again real soon. Bye.